Do you ever get the feeling that the world is fragmenting out from under you? That's what's wonderful and frustrating about mobile gaming right now. There are just so many options and so few catch-all solutions. It is, however, a great time to pick a system that plays great games and has plenty of extras, but it all depends on what you're looking for. So let me go ahead and start by talking about the Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo's 3DS platform has been around for about 3 years now, and while many mocked it at first, it's become one of the very best portable video game systems. It's the best kid-friendly system. It has a huge back catalog of 3DS and DS games, its downloadable catalog is deeper than you think, and it does use regular SD cards for storage. There are 3 versions of the 3DS, the 2DS, which is $129 and doesn't have 3D, the $169 regular 3DS, and the $199 3DS XL. There are lots of different variations to choose from, but the 3DS does have limited online use, and also hardcore console gamers might get a little bit frustrated. Moving on to number 2 is the PlayStation Vita. Now this platform is 2 years old, it costs $199 and comes with an 8GB memory card and a game and uses micro USB to charge. It clearly is beautiful hardware, a large digital game library backdating to PSP, cross-play games on console, and a large catalog of free games for PS Plus subscribers. Also, it does work as a remote accessory to PlayStation 4 and PS3, so if you already have a true Sony console, the PlayStation Vita really could be for you. And the most recent version of the PlayStation Vita is the PS Vita 2000, which just released recently, but unfortunately it still needs proprietary memory cards to store downloads, so that's bad news for those who want to get a really large system game library. Now the next option is Nvidia Shield. There's lots of Android phones and tablets out there, and you can pair a game controller with most of them, but the Nvidia Shield tries to go a step further by making a dedicated controller screen game system with its own way of streaming games from local PCs and with Nvidia graphics hardware. It cost $299 before, but it's now being offered for $199. It plays PC games via streaming, Android games locally, and really the two don't really have anything to do with each other. Anyways, it's a full Android 4.4 device, but not many Android games are Nvidia Shield ready, and it's a very large controller for a handheld game system. Now the last option, and this is probably the option that a lot of people already are making use of, is just to use a phone or a tablet as a mobile media device. So for instance, let's just take an iPhone 5S. Chances are you're already doing a fair bit of gaming on your smartphone or tablet, and if you actually get a controller for it, and there are a lot of great controllers now, so it's really not as hard to get one as it was before, you can really turn an iPhone into a fully fledged gaming device. For instance, if you get the Moga Ace Power gamepad, you can actually have a dedicated D-pad, and you can have shoulder buttons, and you can actually play more hardcore games. Generally these controllers cost about $70 to $100, so they're actually fairly cheap in comparison to other gaming handhelds out there if you already do have a phone or a tablet. Now, obviously, the advantages of having a smartphone or tablet to do your gaming on is that there's a huge game catalog and lots of free games. One purchase gives you a lot of devices. You can get the games for a lot of devices with just one purchase, like in the Apple App Store. There's lots of new classics, and, small tablets are really the perfect gaming match. I would say that, probably the best option just comes down to your personal preference, but I would recommend either the 3DS or just using an iPhone or Android device as a gaming player. It really does come down to your preference, though. If you already have like a PlayStation, the PS Vita is for you, and if you like the world of Android gaming but also want to mingle it with PC gaming some, maybe the Nvidia Shield is your perfect device. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, though. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye!